Hey, my little sinners and saints. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the channel. If you're new and if you like the video, excuse me, subscribe and like, share. I wanted to put out a little video before my live today, but this one is going to be on the Deasia Watkins. I hadn't heard of this case and it's wild. So let me share my screen. Hope y'all can see that. Usually it pops up here. Okay, I'm gonna listen to a little bit of a 911 call. I've also got the transcript of it too. Um, in case y'all don't know, when you call 911, it starts recording before the 911 operator actually answers. So we'll see how this plays out. And this is from another channel, obviously. Maybe, maybe. Oh, there we go.
Sunshine, we're gonna get up for the emergency. Please, my niece is a baby. Please. What is it? Lord, help me. And who were you just talking to somebody. Who were you just talking to? My son, he came over here, he felt that I was asleep. I mean, and he had his kids in, go to school, but they go from my house, and he seen the baby on my sister. Oh my God, help me. Listen to me, you just stop crying.
Okay, that was the 911 call. If you, it's hard to hear unless you actually just listen to the 911 call, but she says something about Robert. That's her son. And that is the aunt of the lady that we're going to be talking about. And we'll get into why she's making the 911 call. Generally, I don't do too much of a background. I mean, I should probably, but this woman did have postpartum depression, not making excuses, just saying. Um, there's confused thinking, delusions, hallucinations, a manic mode, cognitive symptoms, even, oh my God, I can't even think of his name now. Hold on, I'm trying to find it, my notes. And that information came from 2012 article, Journal of American Academy of Psychiatry and Law. It states that postpartum depression psychosis is best treated in the hospital because of a rapid evolving symptoms risk to the mother and infant. In addition, it's been estimated that untreated postpartum depression psychosis carries an infanticide, that's where you kill the infant, risk of 4%, and the suicide rate is 5%. Usually it's people, it's in poverty, makes it even worse. And in 400 BC, Hippocrates, oh my God, I hope I said that right. That's this guy. Documented a case of confusion, hallucinations, and insomnia 6 days after women giving birth. Although modern science supports genetic component to the risk studies and have demonstrated that profound effects of hormones on brain chemistry, the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual, I hope that anybody that watches my channel knows what these are. There's also another little small version of this that kind of goes a little bit deeper on some of the things. This is when it's in Spanish, I think. Or it might be the DSM-4. I don't know. It is DSM-4. And this, I've got the DSM-5 TR. But anyway, Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders does not include it as a diagnosis. Some in the psychiatric circles have questioned whether the absence of formal DSM diagnosis causes failure to identify and adequately treat postpartum psychosis. Considering what is at stake, this is a reasonable question. This is, and I want to turn over to Dr. Sacramento here in a second, but this is one of the most disturbing cases that I've ever seen. And now when I say I want to turn it over to that, it was actually, I think, the chief of police, and they go into details of the child. Okay. This is the lady we're talking about. In 1997, she exhibited significant deficiencies with respect to parenting and intellectual functioning. She was treated and she was okay after that with medication. And then I guess she stopped taking it. She had her child taken away. And so then they give it to the aunt, which she had her own medical conditions and really couldn't take care of the child. And the aunt allowed her to move in a week prior to the incident. This is some of the things that Deasia was diagnosed with. And this is her in jail. But this is some of the orders that even the father, I guess, wasn't supposed to be around the child. This is the starting of the 911 call. This is the inside of the house. But she stopped taking her medicine. She would had, went and got evaluated for 72 hours. Everything was grand. She stopped taking her medication and she moved into the aunt's house. This is the apartment where the incident happened. Once some investigation was done, there's actually been quite a few incidents there. This is the front of it. They could hear the neighbors had made 911 calls. They could hear from the residents the baby crying and the woman yelling, and she wouldn't answer the door. I think this is the incident that got her sent to the hospital the first time. Anyway, the 911 call, Robert, I don't think I have a picture of him, but he is her cousin, I think. And he brings his children over to the aunt's house, his mom, and the children get on the bus from there. So one morning he comes in and he sees Deasia's baby on the counter sink, and of course she's not alive. But whenever the police did get there, they searched the house. This is where they found her. If you notice here, I'll show you more pictures. There's blood. I wish you could see over here because I deleted the pictures that I had, so I'm giving you pictures that are similar. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy it, and I love you. I apologize. Everything starts going off when I do videos. Um, the knife that we're going to be discussing was graded like this, but it was more of the shape of this right here. It did have this type of back. Um, and this is the little baby. Jisnaya, and this is the mom. Big difference. If you ask me, and this is only alleged and only my opinion, I think maybe there was some drug use there because unless this was like years later, because that's a big difference. Just a little baby. When they come into the bedroom, they found a broken lamp. Um, this knife was in the baby's hand. We'll come back to this picture. Um, the police squad had to take the baby from her. She wouldn't give up the baby. And whenever this was the aunt right here, and they were bringing her down to see what's going on, she was just hysterical beyond belief. And this is the mother after they got her. And you can't see it as well in these pictures, but there is blood on her. And obviously they took her clothes. Oh, there's the door. Remember this door and this right here. This is some more just kind of her charges. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so she was blaming her aunt of sleepwalking. She kept blaming her aunt, blaming her aunt. They sent her for a 72-hour evaluation. She got on medication because she was not talking to them at all. And then when she come back and she was on medication, this is what you see. Obviously, she's in the gown, she's talking, and after about 40 minutes, it says there 46, she actually admits to killing the baby. She said that the baby wouldn't stop crying, so she slung the baby up against the door and it did not die. So then she took the baby and hit its head 4 times on this dresser. It still did not die. Like, this was so hard to watch. It was just unbelievable. I'm telling you. There's not many cases that affect me, and this was one of them. Let me get back. That's why I got these, is because of the simulation there. I thought it would resemble. But then she takes the lamp and hits the baby over the head 4 times. The baby still doesn't die. Um, she takes the baby into the kitchen. She stabs the child countless times and stabs it in the eye, cuts its head off. She cut its head off because she said the baby was still moving. And then on top of all of that, then she puts the knife in the baby's hand because she thought that maybe people would think the baby did that to itself. Um, this is not going to be a long video because I'm wrapping it up right here. I don't want to give this woman too much of any kind of acknowledgement. She got 15 years. But after the time she'd already served is 13, I think that for good behavior or something, she would get out in 7. So this is the case that wants to send you over the edge. If you ask me, I think this bitch should fucking be in. This is why I don't use my face up here a lot because I don't know what this is doing. But she should be in jail forever. I don't understand how, postpartum depression or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I think that whenever come on, if you think that there's something wrong and you've been treated for it, then maybe you shouldn't get your kid back. And I think that, they did everything they could. She wasn't supposed to be around the kid, but at the same time, sometimes maybe family members feel sorry for people and they'll let them around the children. And that's why I think maybe sometimes in certain situations that the family shouldn't take the kids. Anyway, this is the story of Deasia Watkins and the crime that she committed on January 25th, 2015. And if I see any updates, I will let you know. I'm having a live in a few hours, giving away 6 things. I got 3 pocketbooks, some gaming gear stuff, things like that. I just show my appreciation for y'all watching. You do got to be live. Hit the like button, share button, all that good stuff while you're on there. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And I will see you soon. Thank you for joining me. And as always, bye.